Model 3. Classification of dictionary. Typological classification of the dictionary is an important aspect of lexicography since it is directly related to several practical aspects of compiling dictionaries. In fact, the entire work of dictionary preparation, starting from the planning to the collection of texts, selection of lexical items, setting, arrangement of main and sub-entries, providing meanings and usages, all are governed by the type of a dictionary a lexicographer is planning to develop. In general, dictionaries are often open for classifications from various angles based on several linguistic and non-linguistic criteria. Dictionaries may vary with regard to the nature of lexical item, the pattern of lexical description, level and load of information to prospective users. Adopting and modifying the criteria proposed by Malkiel in 1967, we can classify dictionaries in the following manners. Axis of time. A dictionary can either be diachronic, particularly the historical dictionaries, or synchronic, that is the static referential dictionaries, with regard to the collection of language data and language representation. Nature of entries. A dictionary can contain either lexical information only or full encyclopedic information if required. Moreover, the degree of concentration on lexical data may vary depending on the considerations of the dictionary. Density of entries. This refers to the list of vocabulary to be considered for inclusion. The list may include words from in general, restricted as well as specialized domains. If necessary, it can also cover words from regional and social dialects, jargon, slang, and archaisms. Nature of languages. A dictionary may either be monolingual or bilingual or multilingual, depending on the target users for whom the dictionary is being made. Arrangement of entries. Normally, lexical items are arranged in simple alphabetical order, although words can also be arranged according to their semantic or sense relations. Purpose of the dictionary. This related to the basic function of a dictionary. A dictionary can either be a general one, a normative, a pedagogic, referential, or a simple dictionary, descriptive one, depending on the goal of dictionary compilation. Purpose of a dictionary. A dictionary is meant for general readers who want to find out the general linguistic information of the lexical items, or for the special users who are interested in specialized lexicons or special lexical items in specialized domains. Use of tools. A dictionary may be classed based on the type of tools and devices used for preparing a dictionary. In earlier times, within the traditional frame, almost all the dictionaries were prepared manually in pen and paper format using our accepted tools without using accepted tools or techniques for publications. However, the advent of computer technology has changed the entire scene of making a dictionary and its use. Based on this dichotomy, we can divide dictionaries as printed dictionaries and digital or electronic dictionaries. Scholars propose an entirely new scheme of dictionary classifications. It says that some dictionary selection criteria may appear not much systematic and scientific for some dictionary makers. Although typological classifications is essential, it is in all practicality impossible to delimit the types into a strict watertight frame, since there is always some chances for developing of lexical information across dictionary users. For instance, although the Oxford English Dictionary aims at giving synchronic details about English words, It presents their diachronic history too. This implies that dictionaries are usually classified according to their primary focus on some major aspects of the language. Keeping the above mentioned criteria in view, we can briefly describe here some more notable types of dictionary made so far in various languages. Number 1. General dictionary. A general dictionary aims at covering all, if not most, covering most of the items, if not all, words used in a language. It contains words which are general use and which present various spheres in life. A dictionary of any size may be general if it is designed to cover all the regular aspects of words. Although, in principle, it is supposed to contain words from all the spheres of human activities of all areas of life, in reality, it fails to encompass the entire lexical stock of a language, since no dictionary except that of a dead one aspires to include all the words used in a language. The goal of a general dictionary is to serve the general linguistic queries of the general use. Normative dictionary. Number 2. A normative dictionary desires to cover the words that are considered standard in a language. For this, lexical entries are usually selected from the works of contemporary literature, science, arts and humanities, commerce, medicine, technology, newspapers, magazines and other sources which are considered to be representative of the standard form. The archaic, obsolete, regional words and special terms are not included in this kind of dictionary. It may be included only when these items are considered standardized in the lexicon. The language database considered for this type of dictionaries represents a self-contained and homogeneous structure. The uniqueness of this dictionary is often attested in its inclusion of illustrative examples from language corpora. Dictionary of technical terms as well as grammatical dictionary and spelling dictionary, etc. may also belong to this group, provided these have a common normative undertone for the target users. Referential dictionary. A referential dictionary does not have any normative role to perform. Therefore, it simply describes the lexical items used in a language in all possible details. Since it does not exercise any kind of restrictions in the choice of vocabulary, the lexical items are acquired from all possible sources of language use and collected and compiled in a simple alphabetical order. The language database used for the dictionary includes not only the samples from the literary and imaginative texts, but also the sample from informative text as well as the samples from spoken texts spread across times, regions, societies, ethnicities, and styles. From the prescriptive perspective of language coverage, the database can be monolingual, bilingual, or multilingual. A historical dictionary. The primary goal of a historical dictionary is to present a systematic study on the changes that affect the lexical units during their life in a language. In order to reflect on the changes in the structure and meaning of words, it explores the earliest available resources to trace their first occurrence and meaning. Also, it categorically records the history of the chronological development of the words in subsequent stages of language change and modification. In order to achieve its goal, it accesses systematically all the available linguistic, sometimes non-linguistic or extra-linguistic resources. Also, it needs to explore varieties of occurrences of lexical units in different contexts, which are needed to be analyzed and compared to trace different senses and finer semantic sense of the lexical items. Eventual findings help the dictionary maker to arrange the meanings and sub-meanings in a historical and chronological order, along with the traces of change in the forms of the lexical units. However, various constraints such as large amount of lexical load of a language as well as the transient nature of the lexical meanings often put dictionary makers in a real tough situation, while there is a need for recording every minute details of the history of the words. Moreover, archaic as well as obsolete words need to be handled with much care, since these are needed to be described with reference to their origin, growth, and decay. Etymological Dictionary attempts to present the origin, form, and usage of the lexical units from etymological perspectives. The words included in this dictionary differ greatly from those of a general dictionary with regard to their present form, etymological meaning, primary usage, and others. Since the primary interest of this dictionary is related to the prehistory of a language, it traces the root of the present words to find out their earliest forms, while it deals with their present forms and functions. To arrive at the present stage, it may need to use comparative methods of lexical reconstruction to obtain the protoforms on the basis of recurring correspondences of forms and meanings among the cognate words found in historical languages. In fact, the information obtained from the etymological analysis of words help to resolve some basic problems of lexicography related to homonymy and polysemy. Also, it helps to solve the problems of semantic opacity of some dubious lexical items. Loanword Dictionary. A dictionary of loanwords usually provides a wider coverage to deal with the stock of loanwords found in a dictionary language. While dealing with a loanword, it tries to trace its immediate source of borrowing, the related form available in the source language, as well as its original meaning in the source language. It does not hesitate to mention the name of the intermediate languages and the cognate forms if the process of lexical meaning borrowings is found to be mediated through another language. For this reason, a dictionary of loanwords at certain times is put within the class of etymological dictionary, because while giving information about the source of a loanword, it provides some clues about its etymological history. Encyclopedic Dictionary. An encyclopedic dictionary in principle presents both linguistic as well as encyclopedic information of the headwords included in it. While linguistic information includes the list of linguistic features related to pronunciation, spelling, definitional meaning, etymology, grammatical information, usage, illustration, etc., encyclopedic information covers information related to other branches of human knowledge. That means, functionally, it is a dictionary that tries to keep a balance between an encyclopedia and a general dictionary. It thus combines the functions special to a general dictionary and the functions unique to an encyclopedia, both in amount and manner of presentation of information. This method becomes very useful to the users because while dictionary definition helps the users to determine the basic concept of a word, the encyclopedic information provides him necessary resources to know the word in more details within the frame of extra-linguistic knowledge base. A learner dictionary. A learner's dictionary, although it is made for learners, is used by others for various other purposes. Its primary function is to help the learners in the process of learning a language, either the first language or the second language. Based on the basis of class of language learners, it is presumably classified into two broad types: the dictionary for native language learners and the dictionary for foreign language learners. A dictionary for native speakers, which takes into account the typical problems and needs of the native language learners, might not be equally beneficial for the adult foreign language learners, who might not have severe difficulties to deal with many common and simple words, which will hardly pose any problem to the native language learners because they have already acquired their inherent competence over the language. A learner's dictionary differs from other dictionaries in its scope and nature of the information provided for each lexical item. The vocabulary of a learner's dictionary is limited, since the selection of vocabulary items is done very carefully on the basis of different scientific principles. Moreover, the emphasis is not on all the possible meanings of lexical units, but on their functions and usage. Based on the nature of information, it presents semantic, syntactic, and grammatical information. Since it deals with current and common usages of words, obsolete, archaic, and dialectal words are usually ignored. Also, easily predictable derived forms are not included, and variations in spelling and pronunciation are avoided as far as possible. Entries in learner dictionary are selected according to their frequency of use in the language. The primary meaning of the words is given first, followed by their secondary meanings. Also, the number of meanings is restricted to the most important few. Emphasis is always laid on the usage and collocations of the words. Definitions are kept as simple as possible, and familiar words are used to define the unfamiliar entries. Both illustrative examples and pictures are used to ensure a better understanding of the words. Monolingual dictionary. In a monolingual dictionary, all the entry words are along with their definitions and meanings are given in the same language. The term monolingual refers to a language only, one language only, irrespective of the information provided in the dictionary. Any dictionary that gives the lists of words and their meanings in the same language is a monolingual dictionary. To be wider in application, it may give information about different aspects of lexical units related to their orthography, pronunciation, grammar, meaning, etymology, and usage with illustrations. Such a dictionary is meant for native speakers only, with scopes for checking various aspects of the words. It may be consulted by non-users who have a good command over the language in which it is made. In a bilingual dictionary, on the other hand, the lexical items of the second language are explained and defined with reference to the equivalent terms available in the first language. A bilingual dictionary is meant to serve first language speakers who want to understand the second language. A dialect dictionary. A dialect dictionary usually covers the word stock of particular geographical, regional, or social variety. It contains words which are not usually available in a standard variety. Thus, the words which are considered variations of the standard forms, as well as those whose use are restricted to a particular region or local variety, are suitable candidates for a dialect dictionary. Entries are usually compiled from the language databases, collected from extensive fieldwork, and recordings of regional varieties. To give wider coverage, several dialectal varieties may be included into it. Dictionaries of regionalization, regionalisms, or provincialisms are also belonging to this category. There are different methods of presenting lexical information in a dialect dictionary. Usually, one of the variants is selected as the head word on the basis of its frequency and acceptability among the speech community, while other variants are provided as alternative forms. Dictionary information is related to the grammatical category of the entry words, their meanings, their usages. Sometimes the standard variations are included with the entry words so that the users can easily trace the semantic interface underlying the two forms. Also, profuse examples that illustrate the use of the words are provided with reference to the actual usages patterns in the dialects. In some dialect dictionaries, all the lexical units are given as head words, and their distributions in different regions is shown with examples obtained from the regions where they are used. Dictionary of technical terms. A dictionary of technical terms includes technical and scientific terms used in a language. Technology is a major and vital part of the vocabulary, and it grows due to advancement in science and technology. The dictionary contains the terms which are either considered peculiar to a particular subject field or treated as general words with special meanings for specialized field of human knowledge. Glossaries of various professions, trades, crafts, sports, etc. are also closely related to this type of dictionaries. In general, these dictionaries are assembling words which are considered peculiar or unique to a particular profession, trades or crafts. There may be dictionary of music, dictionary of commerce, dictionary of games and sports, dictionary of computers and others. So these dictionaries have specific functions with regard to its use, particularly to those people who work in particular technical field or scientific domain, but may be used in other cases when common people, common user are interested to the technical terminology used in text. Dictionary of slang. A dictionary of slang, jargon, argot, etc. also belong to the group of the special dictionary. It usually contains a highly closed set of lexical items used by a class of people belonging to a particular group, class, profession, or activity. The dictionary also contains words which are either neologisms or general words which are used in a different way to convey a special meaning or sense among the members of this group. In both cases, a special sense of the words has a special semantic role to the group members. Similar to the dictionary of slang, in case of preparing the dictionary of select codes and terms, a lexicographer has to explore the linguistic world of the people involved into these underworld activities. Since preservation of the secret senses of the common words is considered a token of group solidarity, the senses are not usually known to the common people. A lexicographer, therefore, needs to find out the exact meanings which is generated and used by a particular group of people in their particular profession or group activities within the target group, where he wants to derive words for including the dictionary and to explicit the knowledge or the information embedded into the terms. Dictionary of spelling. A dictionary of spelling or orthography provides information about the correct spelling of words with their phonetic variants. It also provides information on the tone, stress, and accent wherever relevant. It also supplies information on whether some words, mostly compound and set phrases, should be written together or separately. Since this dictionary is normative in character, it is used to check the correct spelling of these words, which have multiple alternatives. although it is normally used by foreign language learners, the native speakers of a language like Bangla or Telugu, which has a large number of alternative spellings for a single word unit, need to use it to check the most required spelling. It differs from a general dictionary since the information it provides is limited to spelling and orthography only. A pronunciation dictionary usually records the contemporary pronunciation of words. It is also normative in nature and is usually consulted in order to learn the correct pronunciation of words. The information supplied is either presented in IPA notation or in a simplified script of the language in which it is made. It also differs from a general dictionary because it presents variant pronunciations of words as well as the pronunciation of grammatical forms used in a language. Semantic dictionary. A semantic dictionary on principle includes information about meanings of words used in language. Based on the nature of meaning, it can be semantic dictionary. Semantic dictionary on principle includes information about meanings of words used in a language. Based on the nature of meaning, it can be of four types, namely a dictionary of synonyms, dictionary of antonyms, dictionary of homonyms, dictionary of paronyms. A dictionary of synonyms presents synonymous or near synonymous forms in a language, whereas a dictionary of antonyms covers words which are considered to be opposite in meaning. A dictionary of homonyms presents homonymous forms found in a language. The list may include homographic as well as homophonous words. Sometimes it also provides exhaustive illustrative examples to show how homonymous forms differ in origin and usage, although they are homographic and homophonous in their speech surface representation. A dictionary of paronyms include cognate words from the languages, which are etymologically or typologically related. We can also have the dictionary of polysems, where a particular word, all the sense variations of words can be represented. Then we have special dictionaries. There are many types of dictionaries which needs a lot of time to describe. I'll just give you one single sentence type information. Word formation dictionaries include the word formation elements like prefixes, infixes, suffixes, infinities, particles and others which are used in word formation, and to show how these are used combined together to form words. A grammatical dictionary is an essential guidebook for understanding the correct grammatical systems and patterns used in a language. An exegetic dictionary is based on the texts of one or more authors. It may cover particular works or complete works of a single author. In principle, it contains all the words available in the texts written by a author. A reverse dictionary, where the entries are arranged in the alphabetical order of their terminal letters. Its other form is known as rhyming dictionary, which is designed as a tool to help poets to compose their verses. A dictionary of abbreviations and acronyms includes abbreviations and acronyms commonly found in a language. It is not a large since the number of words belonging to this type is usually small in a language. A dictionary of frequency is actually a list of the words which are most frequently used in a language. A dictionary of collocation includes common collocations as well as words with the potential of being collocated with the head word. Dictionary of usage gives the guidance how to use words in texts. Similarly, dictionary of neologism presents new words introduced in a language as well as novel meanings acquired by some old words. It provides good material for revising another dictionaries. The appendices in more dictionaries are also of this type. So we get some ideas about different types of dictionaries available or can be made in a particular language. There are other types which can be discussed in subsequent modules. Thank you.